Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Magnum Opus. Let's introduce our cast of members playing this chronicle. My name is Rina, and I'm playing as Munchies or Ava, depending on who's asking.
I'm Haley. I'm playing Auntie P or Priscilla, depending on who's asking.
I'm Joel, and I'm playing Cadmus or Cadmus, depending on what your type of thin blood religion you follow is.
And I'm Lou. Just Lou. Storyteller for this evening. Alright. We return to an overview of the city of Chicago once again. In the distance, we see the Sears Tower, the new Gothic Tribune Tower lighting up the skyline once again. And the other skyscrapers, such as the Diamond Yama, off in the distance. We zoom in towards that area, the commercial district of Chicago. Actually, not the downtown area. And as we zoom closer and closer in, we make our way back to the park. We hear that familiar voice in our minds once again, the narrator of the story. We're almost done here, folks. Already at the 10th step of Chronicle, this concoction. This process. Exaltation. It's when we, the alchemist, purges the impurities from the elixir, washing it with pure water, milk, and blood. It moves back from black to white and red, much like our coterie. Last session, our Duskborne managed to save Warren and Zack from the grasps of the so-called Sunburners. Things got a little heated with negotiations being had. Cadmus almost was this close to moving on to a different group. But things happened. Just as the crew were about to give up the book to Salvi, Crazy Rick launched his attack as he blew up chunks of the building with intention to kill everybody inside. Gunfire being had, bullets whizzing past our crew, and our coterie got away safely. But not before Auntie P bloodied her hands. In any case, the group ended up back at the Great Scales, the hideout that the Almost Assembly provided for them. We pick up tonight's session a few nights after their getaway from the Sunburners. And the camera then fades in as we see the three of you once again come into the light of the basement. It's been a couple of nights since you guys have been here. Enough time for you all to heal back up, maybe eat some good food, recuperate, regenerate whatever has been lost, and maybe try to piece whatever is left of the book back together. That's a lengthy process. That'll take more time, Cadmus. But with a couple of things being renewed, some of the things have been left unsaid between order members as well as their touchstones. What do we see the three of you doing tonight? Let's start with Munchies. Last we saw you, you were staring off into the distance, a couple of things rolling around your mind, perhaps the fear of your fiance coming after you once again.
She's probably checking or just talking with Sunny at this point. See how he's going, how he's healing up.
Sure. Sunny is with you. He's been hiding with a lot of you ever since you guys got here, and it looks to be, well, he's still healing as there's bandages around him. Mr. Bartlett has definitely taken care of him, but he didn't receive proper medical attention. But he's no longer, like, his life's no longer in danger. He's been chilling, eating mushrooms and shit. So, this is now that the S16's done. What's next?
We still have that Anarch issue, the Big Papa thing that. So we have to deal with that, and I think Auntie plans on just finding whatever's left of S16 and just wiping them all off.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty sure Rick took care of him, but we'll have to find out eventually. As he says those words, the camera shifts towards Auntie P. What do we see you doing tonight?
I think she is with Warren, and they've been talking about potential ways that they can deal with S16. It's not as easy as just a head-on assault. So I imagine that's something they've been planning of how they're going to go about doing that.
We catch a glimpse of your conversation tonight as he has his arms crossed back against the wall. He's listening intently to what you're saying, but then he retorts back with, "No. There has to be survivors. We can't just let them go."
We might be able to find some. We can always pick through the wreckage of what's left of the building. See if there's any signs of where they went, any safe havens they might have.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to go back there.
It's your people, it's your call. Otherwise, we can try and find information about them if there's anywhere else they...
It's not that I don't want to go back there, it's the fact that I can't look at them in the eyes, or I lost 7. Priscilla. 7 good people. I don't deserve to be standing here right now with whatever this new form I have is. Thin blood, whatever the fuck that is. Just can't help but think, why did it have to be me? Was it some sort of sick joke?
Sucks about being a leader. You gotta keep going, even when everyone else falls.
If we gotta go back there, then fine. Might be something that that kid over there might be able to use. Saw them transporting goods. when I spent my time. Crates full of weird shit. Things that smell like they're out of this world. And experiments they did with the others. Poured down liquid down their throats and then watched them die. Oh, and the strange animals that they keep. There was one time I saw some fucking lizard that was as bright as fire. Thought I was dying at that point, imagining things. And he just looks at you.
I'll ask the others about it. It's new to me, but they've obviously been experimenting. But yeah, I mean, we can go back, see if there's anything worth scavenging. Kill
Camera
anyone who's
then.
left.
He nods to that. As you say those words, Auntie, the camera pans over to Cadmus tonight. What do we see you doing?
Probably just still going absolutely crazy on the chalkboard. There's probably like chalkboards everywhere because instead of cleaning them, he's just going like wrong and throwing it aside and then like pulling another one down and then looking at the book, trying to decipher it again and again.
Mm-hmm. Intelligence
Gotta
and
figure it out.
academics for tonight. I need you to roll that for me so we can see your progress. And if you have, let's see here. What level is your Thid Blood Alchemy at? You're muted.
I don't know how I did that. 4.
Okay.
Then
you
Blood
can add
Alchemy
one
4,
die to
Technology
this.
0. Oh, I can add that. Hell yeah.
A couple of nights he was spent going through the book over and over. Perhaps the words of Father Salvi rings through your mind as he himself
We'll
spoke
power
in
reroll up
Latin.
1 dice as well.
Okay, crit fish. Oh, unfortunately,
One
it was
person.
not a success, but 5 successes is good enough for you to decipher a couple of things. The first and foremost is the next ingredient you will need, or rather ingredients you would need for the formula. As you look down over the next couple of nights, you see that it is written there. The five types of blood are required, on top of Elder Vitae.
So, just like I'm just doing sit there circling the Elder Vitae part on the whiteboard. And just kind of just be like, but need Elder Vitae, but to get Elder Vitae I need to be stronger than an Elder, but to be stronger than an Elder I need Elder Vitae, but to get the Elder Vitae I need to be stronger than an Elder, and to get the Elder, and just keep going. And he just sits there circling it, just is like gone into a loop as he thinks.
As you say those, as you chart that out, you would realize that those other five types of blood you need include the resonances or the humors of the blood, and one special one that you can't tell what that is, the last type. But it does say it lacks emotion, it lacks taste, it lacks fervor.
I don't know anyone like that. I wish I did. It sounds so much more relaxing to be around than everyone else that I spend my time with.
Tonight, as you make
Right.
that your
Sorry.
last study, as you make your last minute study here for the evening, you uncover one more vital piece to the recipe. Living fire is needed for this formula. Of course, this is all in Latin, by the way. I don't know Latin, but let's just assume. But yeah, it is specifically written there that this concoction, this brew, needs to be cooked on top of cooked with living fire.
I mean, I got the salamander blood, so yeah, so salamander bones. So the assumption I'm going to work on right now is we've got to capture a live salamander. Although how to do that, I have NFI. But that's all right. I feel like I can still write all of this down and then rush to go find the other two.
Munchies and Auntie, you would eventually see Cadmus, kind of running up to you, and you all kind of convene in one location. If you want to take your partners with you, you are more than welcome to, or you can just leave them to their own devices.
Auntie's going to bring Warren, because it sounds like he saw some interesting things while he was there that might be useful.
I mean, Sunny's currently probably high off mushrooms, so I'm not gonna. I mean, I'd ask, do you wanna join the debriefing thing? I think they're all meeting up.
Yeah. Hey, you think he whispers this to you? You think Cadmus over there can hook me up with the
I'm sure if you ask nicely, he'll give you some elevate.
I asked him the other night, and he didn't. He just gave me the cold shoulder. That was.
No, he was busy reading his book. It's fine. He gets into it sometimes.
All right. Yeah. Fine. Can you ask him? He says he whispers again. Come on, you can ask him, babe. Please. Please.
Okay, let's go ask him together. Let's go.
Okay. So all of you convene in one area, center, I imagine, within where the table is.
So what's the good word? How's it going with deciphering the Book of Ancient Alchemy, or whatever it's called?
Kind of, to be honest, I don't really know what I expected, but this isn't what I expected. But yes, you're entirely right. The Elder Book of Ancient Elderness requires Elder Vitae to complete this final ritual. So I'm kind of concerned when this first got written what counted as an elder back then. But, at least we could probably find some.
Like a full blood elder?
Yeah, like an old one though, like a real old one. The older the better. I guess that kindred are like wines. Like the longer you just leave them in the cupboard, they probably taste better. I don't know. We need to get resonance as well. Munchies are like that's something you're probably really good at because there's the 5 different types of blood flavor. I mean, it all just tastes like blood to me. I don't really get the flavor part, but that's cool. And living fire. We need to get something called living fire.
Now, Warren said something about, and she kind of looks to Warren and then back to the others, when he was there, about there was some lizard that was like glowing.
The salamander.
So maybe
they use their bones to set you on fire.
There was some fucker tried playing with it like some crazy shit that he is and set himself on fire. Burned to a crisp right in front of me while I was chained up.
Lamau.
Can't say I didn't laugh.
That's pretty funny.
They don't seem to be the brightest bunch after all.
No. So we need to get a salamander for the living fire, right? That's probably what it is.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta cook. Like, that's really the last part. Like, we need to cook everything over the living fire. So we're gonna get all the recipe, like, so the ingredients for the recipe before we start cooking.
Where the fuck
There was
are we
also,
gonna get
yeah,
Elder
there's,
Vitae?
yeah, I don't know.
Gonna have to try
I
and
don't know
trade for
where.
it, right? There's no way. Look, I'm
I don't-
quite happy to roll up to the Anarchs of the Camarilla and start busting heads, but I don't think we're going to get very far
With
to
an
get to
elder,
an elder
yeah.
and survive.
They're ancient. They're like old. So they probably have a lot of experience with like blood. So how are we? That's gonna be extremely rare blood too. Because I don't think elders would
Yeah.
like to just give away their blood to random people.
They probably don't, but if we can find maybe some way of finding out if there's any elders that, like, I don't know, maybe they're having a nap and someone steamrolled their estate or something, and now they're gonna sort of sling the red stuff on the side for some dollars.
I mean, we can
Mm.
most likely try to trade for it. Like I can contact Ezekiel.
I know there was I had an opportunity to speak to Flyboy about some sort of trade, like trading some goods and stuff, and he seemed pretty. It was definitely more helpful than whoever that other dickhead was that was going around offering just like, if a stop sign is red, like it's still a stop sign, and trading that off as sage wisdom is some bullshit. So I'd rather take Flyboy, who actually is
Ben,
like, here, I'll
yeah.
pay cash. Yeah, Ben. Sorry, I keep thinking of his Icarus because if that's, again, sage wisdom. Dickhead.
In this moment, something occurs to the three of you with how what Ben said before. Be careful of the sun. It might burn you if you get too close. The three of you have just dealt with a group called the Sunburners. This all kind of just maybe clicks if you care to even think about it, but you have this realization right now, as you mentioned, Ben.
And that is exactly why vague shit like that isn't helpful, because you only ever realize what it means after it happens, which is fucking pointless. Just either tell us what it is or shut the fuck up. You definitely notice that since the incident, Auntie is a lot more aggressive than she used to be.
I mean, we can go, like, I'm happy if he knew about this happening. I'm happy to go inflict some ironic justice. Maybe his name is secretly Ben because his full name is Ben Dover, because we're gonna go kick his ass.
Wait, hold on.
Hindsight's 2020.
Hold on. So it was mentioned, right? We were talking about one of Maverick's speeches was about old thin bloods. Ben is old. Could we Elder Vitae? Would that work?
I think like elder, there's like I could be wrong, but my understanding is like elder is more of a level of strength as opposed to an actual variable of time. It's like the parsecs in Star Wars.
And because we're not full bloods, I don't know if that'll work in terms of the alchemy.
Yeah, I'm just kind of... Look, the alchemy thing isn't my thing, and it would have been a really good excuse to kick the shit out of Ben. But
He was
maybe
very
we can still
nice.
do it for
He gave us a
information.
warning. It was just extremely vague. I didn't have a
It was a
chance
pointless
to...
warning.
No, I
It was
mean, I
completely
didn't...
pointless.
Well, I could have asked, but we didn't have time to ask because, things were moving a bit too fast. But even if it was a pointless warning, he at least tried to warn us, which is more than what, others have done.
I don't know if he was trying to warn us though. Like, surely, like, a warning is, hey, you should be careful. A whole group of like heliophiles are desperate to come after you for that book and are willing to kill your family to do it. Well, Ben came
That would
over
have
and
been
said,
a
it's just
warning.
like, yeah, it's like, be careful of the sun. Don't get too near it. Like, it's like walking up to like Cadmus will like gesture out the window and be like, in the morning, the sun will rise. And now anyone any kindred tonight who gets killed in the morning, I knew, and I was warning them. Like, you can't just vague shit out there and then
Yes,
try
but
and
at the
claim like
same
empirical
time,
truth.
at the same time, there's some, in social settings, there's some people who can't exactly say it in the most straightforward way. So you, as the receiver, have to actually, try to piece together what they're trying to say when there's other people listening in on your conversation.
That's why you pass a note that says the S16, who are a group of fire-wielding vampires, will probably try and kidnap your family. That would have been useful.
I wonder
But
if, like,
fine,
but
I
that's
won't
true.
kill him immediately.
Do we know? Is there any way we could read more about these sunburners? Like, do we have any access to sort of what their whole shtick is?
I mean, you could have asked Mr. Bartlett. He's not here at the moment. That's also a source of information for, like, your ingredients and whatnot. You just have to ask him.
Well, I might send him a message. I don't know if he like, I know he has a phone, but whether he checks it or not, and just run through. It's like, but essentially, this is all the elder vitae we need. Like, but no, I won't explicitly call that out. Just who would be best to discuss for ingredients, and then just go down the list of the sunburners. Then afterwards, like, resourceful thin blood, and then after that, pretentious dickhead who owes a favor. With a question mark.
I also have Augusta. She's a seller. She might have. I mean, she's like one of those fancy Tremere. They do blood sorcery shit. Maybe she'll have some weird ingredients that we need. Honestly, if anyone would have the blood of an elder, it would probably be Augusta, honestly. She has that vibe.
I don't know. Ezekiel's kind of like off because I've seen him, show off. He's like Zimitzi, so it's like body parts and stuff. I don't know if they give other things. Would I know if he's Zimitzi?
Would you guys know what a Zimitzi is? That's
Isn't that the like? That's like the cream that they put on for
know.
the kebabs up the road or something.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Ziki. No, I will say, the like it's a Zimitzi, but I'm like, I don't know what they do, but he's got body parts or no.
I think Ezekiel would never have revealed his clan to any of you. He would have just gone as a vampire. No, he doesn't. He doesn't reveal his clan. So I
I've
don't think you
definitely
guys
heard the
would
word
know what that
Zimitzi
is.
before. I was at the kebab and the guy in front of me was just like chili sauce or Zimitzi on the kebab. Like, I'm absolutely, and it's alright, but it tastes like garlic, and I didn't really know if that was like an actual thing or not. So I ate a whole bunch of garlic, and remember what happened after that.
Yeah, I don't really know as well. But yeah, he sells like vitae and body parts if needed specifically.
Would Auntie have Augusta's like number, or is it more a case of like meeting her at selling events and stuff?
Yeah. So unless you make it a point to exchange contact information with them, which no one barely anybody does this during the events, because that would defeat the purpose of the market. You guys usually would see these people at these markets, at these events, where that's where you exchange goods, trade information, buy shit. That's the spot. So you could theoretically make your way and check which event's going on tonight, and then maybe try your luck to see if they're there.
We could unironically paint the town red. Let's do it.
I like that idea.
Warren just kind of looks at you funny.
It means we're gonna fuck people up and they'll bleed.
No, I get that, but I thought you wanted to get away from all this. What? You
Yeah,
confuse
but
me sometimes.
only until we can't. Like, I don't really
Yeah,
want
it's kind
to.
of
I'm
a
not
bit
really,
late
like,
for that now, really.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, yeah. Like, I mean, if all the answers were in the book, then absolutely, I'd be staying here drinking coffee all night. But unfortunately, not.
you feel Sunny tugging on you, Munchies, like your side.
Oh, by the way, Cadmus, do you have any more of that elevate?
I can make some.
Oh
What's that?
yeah, probably good idea to make some to trade. And can you make like an
That's
extra one just in case? It works well as a painkiller.
That's fair.
Oh, I also
I've got
still
a
have the fire stuff you made, so we've still got that. I never used it, so.
Oh wow, that's good. That's probably going to be pretty useful. Um, yeah, I think also I'll make some elevate. I might make another blacklight surprise. I think that seemed to work
That
really
will
well.
work really well.
Hells yeah.
That was great.
You got all this second Inquisition morons out there and stuff like that I've read about in the assembly magazines. Like some of them have got like space lasers and stuff. Like just get luminol and a torch, guys. It's not that fucking hard.
Space laser?
Not anyone can be as smart as me. I don't know. It's like the assembly have all these like conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And they were saying that yeah, like space lasers. Like apparently all of us as kindred have space lasers aimed right here at all times. And that's what the beckoning is. You just get beckoned by the space laser.
No wonder
So that's what
you're
the
called...
True Bloods say.
Oh, no wonder you guys are called the almost assembly. Just almost there.
Almost there.
Almost at the truth, but not quite. Okay,
yeah,
so should we go
so
to a
get some
market
blacklight,
then, maybe?
elevate.
See if we can get some ingredients and / information.
Most of the ingredients I think I need to cook are here, but so I can get those all sorted, and ready spaghetti, and off we go.
Yeah, we can use it to trade as well. So let's get Cadmus cooking first.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your Thin Blood Alchemy, Cadmus, as you brew up a couple of elixirs and whatnot to trade. While Cadmus is doing this, prepping for the market. Auntie and Munchies, what are you guys doing?
I'll tell Sunny to like, hey, grab the extra elevate for me, okay? Gives him a wink before telling Auntie, I'm gonna check on Zach, see how it's going.
Okay. He was sleeping the last time I saw him, but yeah, go ahead.
As Munchies checks on Zach, Auntie, is there anything you'd like to do?
She would
Anyone you'd like to do?
she would turn to Warren, a very straight face, and be like, can I talk to you about something privately?
Sure, he says as you
Mhm.
pull him away. The camera follows you.
Mm-hmm.
Make it to a
Go into the
isolated corner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Isolated corner. So technically, we never actually got divorced, right? We just kind of split up.
He makes a weird look on his face, like he's looking to the side, trying to insight what the hell you're insinuating.
I mean, seeing as everything's gone to shit anyway, and we're in this together now, what if we were actually in this together? You know, like the old times.
There is this feeling about the way he looks at you of confusion, as well as maybe happiness. You can't really tell. Just what? You want to do this now? We're in fucking war.
I mean, when else are we going to do it? We might die before we have a chance to talk about it.
Look. I know, you saved my life. You had my back. Pulled me out of the fucking trenches. But you did leave with my son without a word. Left for 18 years. It pulled me right back to this shit. I'll have to think about it, Priscilla. I mean, the sex was good and all, but you really want to go back into this lifestyle? Because I will not wake up in the middle of the night. I refuse to wake up in the middle of the night with my wife and my son gone. I don't want to go through that again.
I get it.
I know you're a rather impulsive person. So what if I'm thinking what you're suggesting? You mean it. You better fucking mean it. Word for word.
I don't say things I don't mean.
Yeah, well, you said things at the altar. And well, look what happened.
And look where we are now.
Yeah, just because you fucking dragged me back into it, almost got me and your son killed. Not that I'm...
You know, fine. Forget it.
Think about it. It's just... lots going on right now, and... well... my fucking... why am I always so fucking hungry?
Actually, I was going to say you get used to it, but you don't really. It's the hunger. You need to feed on blood.
Is it... that voice? You hear that? Every fucking night.
Yeah. Just drink when you get hungry. I personally like to fuck up pieces of shit on the street who don't deserve anything better. I drink them.
Right. Look. We'll take this slowly. Okay, we're not just gonna jump into the deep end. Even though we already have. Let's just take it night by night. Gotta get adjusted to these things first. Get the rovers back in one piece, and then we can... I just need a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And as you say that word, as you agree with him, camera pans over to Munchies. You walk in the dormitory area. You see Zach scrolling through his phone, through his gallery.
How are you feeling?
Shit. Feel like shit. I mean, whatever Cadmus gave me was good, but man, the fucking hangover from that shit is just bad. It's worse than a fucking coffee crash. That's what. What? Come here to laugh at me.
I never make fun of you. Munchies will sit down on the opposite bed probably. No, I just wanted to see how you're dealing with this. I mean, there was a lot of shit that happened last night, and your dad and your mom and all these things.
What do you mean last night? We were just chilling last night.
Oh, a few nights ago, sorry. Like,
I thought some shit happened last night too, and I missed out on it, but yeah. I'm okay. I'll be fine.
can I insight that if he's lying?
You can, without a roll. You've lived with him, and he's like a teenager. No, he's not a teenager. He's just like early 20s. He's like your age. You know he's lying.
That's a load of. Come on, like, be real here. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. Like, we've talked about a lot of shit before. Just
No, it's fine, Ava. It's fine. I'm just trying to move past everything, okay? It's a lot that happened, and I'm just taking it one step at a time. Like what Dad said, just breathe. Take it one step at a time.
you think you can return to normal life after that?
Yeah, get a part-time job at a fucking Starbucks and go to class like every other fucking young adult. Sure. Let me grab my backpack, fill it with my books, and go to class every day. What do you think?
I wanted to say that I can relate, however, I unfortunately cannot. My family's also gone through a lot of shit. I've gone through a lot of shit because of my own family. And I ended up running away. And the only family I have is you and everyone else in here right now.
Sorry, it's just when you ask someone who's just been through hell and back how they're doing, there's no really good way of saying no or yes. And if you're asking me if I can go back to my normal life, for starters, my girlfriend's dead. Second, Cadmus's place is gone. All my memories and all my stuff was there. Gotta start over. And I'm assuming we're not gonna stay here for too long either.
No. But well, that's all we can do really. Start over and just start over anew.
Dad wants me to become part of the Rovers. At least I got that going for me.
Do you want to be part of the Rovers, or do you feel like that's the only choice you have?
At the moment, the only good thing I have is my family. And I stick with my family.
Okay. I just wanted to see how you're dealing with this. And Munchies is gonna stand up and start to head back to the group.
Thanks, Ava.
No worries. Hey, I'm always here to listen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got bigger problems than some man-child, he says as he rolls his eyes.
You'd be surprised.
He just nods along. You make your way out. Cadmus, it's about time that you finished your brew. Because of your abilities and your background, you brew a lot faster than most people. And you produce, with 5 successes, I'm gonna say 3 vials of Elevate.
Nice. Repair them. Get them in somewhere safe for storage.
Okay.
All right, ready to go.
Where's Auntie?
Hello, we going? It's kind of like yelling out.
Yeah, I'm here. Just checking if Zach's okay. Seems to be fine. Hmm. Traumatized,
sure
most
he'll be alright.
likely. It'll take time.
Yeah. No shit.
Two of you would notice that Auntie's become, I don't want to say distant in the past few nights, but there has been a shift with her personality. Like she mentioned earlier, a bit more aggressive, but at the same time, more careless about how she presents herself and how she acts. She seems a bit more free than before.
Seem a
There
very
you go, you
liberated
guys are.
auntie. Hell yeah, let's go. Just the three of us?
I assume so. Looks back at Warren.
Want me to come with?
It's up to you.
He looks towards Sunny and then looks towards the dormitory room.
If he looks, the cabinet is behind auntie, like,
Like I'll hold on the fort tonight.
Sure.
Okay.
well, that's
Maybe-
sorted.
All right, let's
Let's go
head
before anyone
out.
changes their mind.
Let's go.
Okay. Make your way up the stairs. You exit the great scales and you take Sunny's car and you drive. Question is to where?
Do we know, like, there's no, like, a bulletin or anything, like, do we know if there's any events at all? Like, is there any that we're aware of, or we need to start sourcing them? And if sourcing them, I guess we just where Finbloods congregate.
Well, you do have Thin Blood contacts if you'd like to, make a quick call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
we-
might.
Yeah. Do you want to talk?
I might
to...
call Ben.
You
I'll
don't
talk to
have-
Flyboy. Sorry, if you want to talk to
have
Ben.
his
yeah.
number.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Jester because he's like probably
Yeah.
around.
MC Twister, yeah, you can contact him. So it's up to you guys who you want to get in touch with. So who's calling who? Who's making the call?
I'll call
Just-
Flyboy. I won't even call Flyboy actually. I'll just send Flyboy a message, just saying like prepared more. So that'll say.
He messages you back. He messages you back as he says, simply says, porcupine.
Does anyone know what porcupine means? That's a bit of driving.
Is it like a code name or?
I think it's a location. I just wanted to check if it was an autocorrect, but the fact neither of you said that makes me think that maybe I was wrong about that. So it must be a location.
Yeah, it's probably a location unless he's talking about a pet, an actual porcupine.
Maybe he wants me to feed the elevate to a porcupine. Maybe he ghouled a porcupine.
We're
Would they
not having
survive
this
a fall from
conversation
a height?
again.
Do you think they'd foresee a survivor fall from that height, and that's why Flyboys ghouled porcupines, so we can throw them out of the planes at others?
Oh, and the spikes
Maybe.
will like get into. Well, they're very tiny, so it's like throwing a tiny ball at people. No, but for
Hmm.
real, like, do we know if there's a location named Porcupine?
So yeah, you guys would know that one of the three markets you usually visit or heard of is the Porcupine. It
Oh,
is
yeah, there
a
you go. I was like, you have to say the Q specifically.
you guys made these. I gave you guys freedom to create these, and you guys.
You
I mean, I knew it was
listen.
like a,
You have to specifically say the poor Cupine. Okay, it's not the one word.
oh, it's a lower socioeconomic tree as opposed to a spined rodent. A poor pine. Like Cadmus is just saying, he's like googling all this. It's like it makes sense now.
No, it's a location. It's fine. I'll drive us there.
Sounds good.
Is Auntie driving or Munchie's driving?
Munchies is driving. Auntie seems a bit off her rockers right now.
Auntie's just like window rolled down, smoking a cigarette, just vibing till someone needs punching in the face.
Okay. You guys know that the Porcupine is located up the Gold Coast of Chicago. It's an abandoned little bar. Abandoned little mansion that was recently turned into a bar by the Red Workers. You guys, oh man, Joe just zoomed. You guys see that? He just fucking zoomed. You fucking just zoomed, man. He's stuck right now. He's fucking frozen.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
What? He's so frozen.
What's happening?
bro?
Because I'm just sitting here. You're like you're zooming now. Y'all all right. There's three of you. Cadmus is checking his elevate, just checking all three vials are still full. So no one's gone on a sampling spree.
Did anyone else see him zoom?
Yeah, so if anyone's watching, I have no idea what's happening.
Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, y'all.
What I do? I just zoomed in or something.
No, man, you were like in high speed, like ×5 speed, the way you were moving.
Oh, yeah,
it's the
that
elevate.
is the elevate. Celerity 5.
Okay. All right, let's go back to it. Yeah, it's in the Gold Coast. It was an abandoned mansion that was turned into a bar, and you make the drive up there. We're gonna fast forward a little bit here as you guys make it there. After an hour or so of driving, because you guys are you guys are in downtown Chicago right now, so it's not too far, but there is still a bit of traffic. So, in any case, the place is large. Well, before you get there, you can tell that the Gold Coast is scattered with houses that look like they belong in Hollywood. These mansions that have been literally uprooted from Hollywood and plopped down into the Chicago grounds. Up north, where the Gold Coast is, you can see that there's a great view of Lake Michigan to your right-hand side. And it's not as populated here. It's more spacious. You can tell that the grass is definitely greener here, and the vehicles that you come across are more expensive, sports vehicles, limousines, you name it. But you come across at the very tip of the Gold Coast at the top, there is this mansion that's gated, and there's like tall walls around it. You can imagine like these tall brick walls that surround the perimeter of it. There's a few cars already parked inside as you make it through the paved road, and there's like a little circle where you guys can park. This three-story building, something along those that size, is really like covered in moss, and it looks really like decrepit in a sense, but also looks hauntingly nice. It's hauntingly nice. Make your way inside. There's a bit of commotion going on, people moving around, taking by indistinct chatter, trading information perhaps. Some people are carrying things from their vehicles into the building, while others are taking things from the building and putting them in their cars and whatnot and driving away. But as you make it inside, there is a bit of music going on, a little bit of hip hop per se. Some people are dancing and having a little bit of fun. The indistinct chatter grows louder and louder, and there is this atmosphere in the air that is accompanied by that familiar scent of weed, marijuana, permeates the air, and you guys smell it the moment you go inside. And there's a few people here that you may or may not be, acquainted with. If you'd like to make a roll here, you are more than welcome to with a wits and awareness. Two successes for Munchies, 2 for Priscilla. Oh, damn, and 6 successes for Cadmus. Must have been that zoomy elevate that.
This is my home. This is where I live.
Okay. 2 successes for Munchies, 2 successes for Auntie. You guys don't really notice anyone in particular. Everyone kind of just blends in here. It's a bit packed tonight. But with those 2 successes, you can follow your nose and notice that on the second floor there is a room, a private room that's the door's kind of just open right now. It's rather large, and sitting on the furnishings and whatnot is Ziggy, Blaze, and Sylvia, the Native American girl that you met with, that hangs out with Ziggy and Blaze, and they seem to just be having a good old time. People are coming by, taking a hit from their pipe, and passing a joint around. They look like they're having fun. 6 successes, Cadmus. You see quite a few people here, and we'll keep that roll for now. But as you make it before you even make it to the first floor, you can see that there is on the left-hand side before the staircase, or past the staircase on the hallway, there is an African-American gentleman in a suit, in a pinstripe suit, and next to him are kind of crates and goods and whatnot. You recognize him to be Flyboy. You also see Chester kind of, mingling and whatnot, jumping from one click to another. But with those 6 successes, you can easily find Flyboy.
Head over to Flyboy. Just, not making a big fuss, but also not doing my best not to look like a skeezy drug dealing vampire in a hood. Just
do Munchies and Auntie go with you?
They're welcome to join. I'm not going to explicitly tell them not to, or ask them not to.
I mean, yeah, probably say hi to people if I recognize some people on the way.
Yeah. You would come across Chester, who just kind of salutes all of you as he says, "We thank you for your service." BLT sandwich. He just kind of gives you a wink.
Yes, that is the name assigned to me, because I don't know why. I'm layered like a BLT.
BLT stands for bitches love thin bloods, bro. Come on. You the BLT.
That's true. I have noticed, like, animalism does tend to manifest a lot easier in our ones. I don't necessarily, because of my writing, I don't think I could keep a dog, unfortunately, but I'm glad to hear yours is going well. And Cadmus pat him in the shoulder. It was very nice to see you. And keep walking.
He just gives Auntie and Munchies a look.
He's on a mission.
You have met Cadmus before, right?
Yeah. Oh, Alonzo's here, by the way, he says as he raises an eyebrow to you, Auntie.
You see
Okay.
Munchies behind Auntie just doing this to Chester.
What's up? I thought they were a thing. Come on, I'm just hooking a brother up.
Well, if he wants to talk to me, he can find me.
Okay. Playing cool. Playing foxy. I see you. I see you. Okay, okay. I'll let him know. You guys have fun. Oh, if you need anything, just holler at your boy.
Thank you, Chester.
Okay. It is at this point that Cadmus has made his way to Flyboy, who, he looks business as usual. He just stands there so stoically, hands kind of tucked in front of him. Got the goods.
I do. I hope you'll be pleased with the improvements, and I'll pass over one of the vials of Elevate.
Sure. What you need again?
Let's change this slightly. We're in the market for elder bidding.
Oh.
Yep. It's better just come out with it. That's what we're looking for. How it's sourced, we don't really have any particular preference.
It's a tough one.
Certainly is.
Might want to hang on to these vials then.
Well,
And a lot more that they're going to need for sourcing
yeah,
that ingredient or that.
Yeah, it's going to be a premium. No, we're already prepared.
Place is popping tonight, so you might find someone here. Maybe ask a full blood or something.
Anyone you would recommend?
Heard some goth chick upstairs. It's part of the chantry. Maybe check in with her.
No worries. Well, I'd like put the vials back in. Appreciate that. I'll get some more prepared and across to you soon.
He just nods.
Sam is head back and be like, all right, apparently you're could be time to go contact your friend, Auntie.
No, I do always love talking to Augusta, and by love, I mean slightly detest. We start heading in the direction of where she's supposed to be.
Get to the second floor. Oh, go ahead.
I would say Cadmus will just follow behind and just be happy. They had the choice to not mention Alonso. It's because like, he's looking at Munchies just like, because she saw Munchies being like, shut up to Chester. It's like, something strange is going on.
Okay. Make it to the second floor, and off to the right-hand side, there's a hallway that leads to two different rooms. At the edge of that hallway, at the end of it rather, you can see that there is like a stained glass window, and a woman just looking out towards the moon there. Woman in black. She's got long black hair. She's got really pale complexion. And as the three of you approach her, she turns around and she has this very blank stare towards the three of you. Oh, you see Augusta, by the way.
A pleasure.
Ah. You.
Yeah. Me. We're looking to buy some stuff, some pretty rare ingredients.
You've come to the right place if you're looking for exotic goods.
I know, that's why we came to you. We need Elder Vitae.
She raises an eyebrow. Few Duskborne wanting Elder Vitae. Isn't that something? Do you mind if I ask why?
I don't mind
It's
if
not
you
an-
ask.
It's not an easy resource to procure. Not many elders would just easily hand over the Roystrix points of blood to just any stranger. Why?
It's an ingredient, right?
She looks towards you, Munchies. Any smarter response?
We're trying to, or at least Cadmus is attempting to formulate this new thing. I guess it's just for his experiment. It's part of it. Has a lot of rare ingredients, so to speak. We still don't know what the effects are.
Oh. Now you've caught my interest. She looks to you, Cadmus. What other ingredients are you looking for apart from elder blood?
Quite a few. Is there? Well, we're not necessarily at liberty to reveal everything we're looking for, because as I said, it's ingredients for a recipe that we're trying to make. Is there something specific that's on the list?
Well, the reason why I'm asking is if I have them, then I could sell them to you. So that's my job, being here.
Okay. Camus will write. There is another thing on there that I'm struggling to find access to. Take out the list and gesture to the emotionless resonance. But like this keeps popping up as a requirement, and I'm not really sure what this is.
Blood lacking resonance, or blood that is devoid of any resonance. She giggles to herself, almost maniacally. Wow, I want to see whatever you're making. It's going to be fantastic. With this list, it's... I can appreciate this. Well, I know where you can find the other resonances. There's a boy by the name of Michael. Should be around here somewhere. I just spoke with him earlier. Has a contact in the system. Can source you all sorts of resonances, including this one, the one devoid of any. As for the elder blood, you can see that she pulls up her like little satchel on her side. She produces like a blood bag. I just so happen to have one on me. The question is, what can you give in exchange?
What are you looking for? What's your preferred form of currency?
Well, blood for blood in this case.
You can have some of mine.
She smiles at you, genuinely.
I know my
Yours?
blood is always a bit spicier than some of the other thin bloods.
Ooh. You see her kind of get the tingles from hearing that. I'd love to have your blood. And yours. She looks at Ava. And yours. How about it?
So that's your price. You get some of the blood of each of us.
Considering that this might be kind of a deal for you.
How about 3 points of blood from one person?
No, I need. Since the three of you are three different people, I'd like to, well, do some experiments of my own. I heard that Duskborne blood is more resilient to sunlight. I've heard that some of your blood also contains traces of living cells. And I've also heard that your blood isn't as thin as it's supposed to be. I'd like to learn more.
Okay, fair enough. We can respect pursuit of knowledge kind of thing, right, Cadmus?
Sure.
Auntie holds out an arm.
Oh, no. We're not gonna do this. I'll have it you like. And she grabs a couple things from her satchel, as you know, she pulls out a syringe, and she just, as you offer your arm, she just, presses the needle against your skin. It penetrates, and she begins just sucking blood that way. And she puts away that syringe and takes out another and another, and she takes all three of your guys' blood. She hands you the Elder Vitae in a clean blood bag, Cadmus.
Thank you.
She smiles. Pleasure doing business with you.
You too, Augusta. Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Careful now. The three of you step away, I imagine.
Yeah. As walking away, Cadmus is like, I am very concerned with what a Tremere can do to someone when they have access to their blood.
Yes, that's why I try to negotiate at least at one person, but oh no.
Fortunately, we haven't got much to work with right now, so we're having to take what we can get. Just hope that when we do cook this thing, it's going to give us an advantage.
So sorry.
So now we're looking for Michael, right?
Yeah, this Michael person, have you heard of it? I don't think I've heard of a Michael person, have I? Has anybody here heard of a Michael?
Yes, but I know quite a few Michaels.
No, the specific one that she's talking about.
Oh. I believe I know him.
Okay, if you spot him in the crowd, point him out.
Yeah, so Eric, we can set something up.
Okay. You make your way down the hallway, and as you do, there is a bunch of conversation going on. As mentioned, you hear a couple of things about how the last cattle battle went, and when the three of you kind of move past them, their heads would turn and kind of just give you like they applaud you, and they give you a little bit of respect, not full respect, a respectful nod. And right before you get to Michael, who is in one of the rooms onto the left, you would see an African American man, seemingly just in conversation with a couple of people. and he notices the three of you approaching. See Alonzo, tall, muscular, well-dressed guy. And the last time you saw him, he wasn't exactly himself. As he was like dancing to the techno music and raving it up, half naked, oiled up. But this time he kind of just looks towards you and gives you all like a big smile as he says, "Hey, hey, put in my favorite peeps."
Hey.
Hello.
He gives you a hug, Auntie, like an intimate hug.
Munchy Soul will like grab Cadmus. Like, oh no.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Man, you guys missed out on a crazy night. When you guys left, fucking anarchs took over the place, and let's just say we taught him a bit of a lesson.
Nice. I would argue our night was probably crazier, but
Yeah, what happened to the three of you?
what hasn't happened to the three of us, I feel like would be a more accurate statement. A lot, but we're dealing with it.
Paradise 16's out of the picture. Some peeps set their shit on fire, burned the whole place down.
Yeah, weird. I wonder why that would have happened.
That's one problem out our hair. You guys okay? You look a little dazed.
I'm good.
It's been a long few nights.
Maybe you could use a pick-me-up.
What do you have in mind?
We will have to decline because we're currently on a task right now. And we can't afford
right,
to
yeah.
getting distracted.
We have a specific shopping list.
Here strictly for business then. All right. I'll leave you to it, he says, but he gives a wink to Auntie. Come see me later.
Oh no! Munchy Soul whispered to Cadmus.
Yeah, it seems to be going. I thought people became more like relaxed and fun the more intercourse they got. Auntie seems to be going almost the opposite way.
I don't think Auntie's getting any of the best view. That's why.
Weird.
Okay, so you walk past Alonzo, who gets back to his peeps, and on the left-hand side of the room, you can see that there's a rather odd individual just sitting in front of a clock, like a clock on the wall. It's not even working. It's completely stopped. And he's just sitting there looking at it, and he's just like twirling his long hair, and he has this strange smile across his face. A couple of individuals are here as well, but they seem to be largely ignoring him, having their own little worlds off to the side.
Is that the guy, Cadmus?
Yeah, it's no, the guy is wrong terminology. It's more he's the guy that connects to the other guy. Or at least that's the way it was explained to me. But I also don't really understand the terminology because, yeah, it's very weird. But yeah, there, Michael's there. All right, these people.
Shape up, come on, Cadmus.
Yeah, these people. The way of they're very straight to business, if you know what I mean. So, see how we go.
So no small talk,
Camisole.
no niceties and stuff.
Mm.
Okay, all right. We'll follow your lead.
Definitely don't ask where they get their stuff from, because they'll show you, and you don't want to know.
See, now I kind of want to know now that you've said that.
Same. Well, why would you say that? Is this a
Just
fish
kidding,
thing
I don't care.
again? Oh my god. No, I care. No.
Oh,
Also, I'm pretty sure that big clock needs batteries.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's perfectly fine as it is, he says, looking at the clock standing up.
Is it a display piece then, rather than a functional clock?
Well, it displays the time. And sometimes time tells you different things. Sometimes time is timeless,
Oh no.
but time cannot be timely when time is timed.
It's
think I heard
another
about this one
Cadmus.
I guess the watch is weighed down.
No, I don't trust watches. Watches watch you.
What if you just waited for your watch?
Watches don't wait. They keep watching. They're always watching. Watches doing the watching.
Hmm.
Much
So what do
like how
clocks do?
time times. Clocks do the clocking. Times do the timing. Watches do the watching.
Hmm.
I feel like I'm losing brain cells listening to this conversation.
I mean, you're free to like. No, I'll. Cadmus and I will like deal with this. If you want to
Yeah,
like
he-
smoke.
He finally turns to the three of you, revealing that he's actually this young individual. He looks like he's no older than 17 years old. He's dressed in like a baggy hoodie, and his long kind of curly hair falls off to the side. He's got that boyish look about him. And the way his demeanor is that he's a little loony, to say the least, as he sways left and right. And when he turns to your direction, he has an inquisitive look about him when he looks upon you, Cadmus. Then he gets a little confused when he looks at you, Munchies. And then he looks a little frightened when he looks at you, Auntie. Ah. The muscles are muscling, that's for sure.
You know what? I changed my mind. I like him.
Please don't. Don't. Doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna
Cadmus
fuck him if that's
whispered
what
a
you're
bunch.
worried about.
Yeah, Auntie.
That was what I was worried about.
Please.
No.
No, just.
That was my
No,
concern.
no,
I,
wait, no,
What?
I don't want to do that.
yeah, don't do it,
Sorry.
guys. Please, consent. Okay, do we have to do a lesson about consent?
No.
I wasn't talking about
understand.
unconsent. Look, never mind.
I wanted to do
Guys,
that.
carry on. I'm just gonna smoke.
Smoking
Um,
is bad for your lungs, but you're
It's a different
we're
kind
dead.
of smoking. It's fine.
I'm already dead, so it doesn't really matter.
No, we're also functionally clinically dead. We have a rare product that we need to purchase, or at least place an order for.
Oh, you're here about business. Right. Okay, yeah, what does the bloodling need? Or what is blood bleeding? Who
We
needs to
need.
bleed? Wait, that sounds threatening.
Cadmus is just gonna pass the list to Munchies and be like, maybe you might be better at doing this than me, actually.
Matches will give Cadmus the most like. Why are you doing this to me?
Does
I
blood
have-
bleed, or does the bleeding blood?
Oh, the blood
blood is
always
blooding.
knows. The blood always knows.
Yes, the blood tells me things. Strange things. Horrible things. But also nice things. You hear them too?
No, but I do have really, really strange dreams and nightmares, so that's also a thing. I think that's the blood. But
Oh, me too. What kind of dreams do you have?
oh, I can't remember.
I love dreams. I mean, I hate them at the same time. No, I love dreams. I hate nightmares. I get nightmares sometimes, and sometimes they come true, and sometimes they don't. But I read a comic book once. Actually, it wasn't once. I read them from time to time, and by time to time, I mean every day.
If
Have
you
you
want.
guys heard of Doctor Strange?
Yes.
He said that that dreams are just alternate realities you tap into, and I'd like to think in one of those dreams I'm a hero. But then that would be boring.
I mean, what's stopping you from being a hero in this one?
There's no villains.
Oh, trust me, there are. If you like, I can introduce you to some. But
Well,
that's for pleasure. We can talk about that later. Currently trying to do business. If you're
oh right. Yes, of course. We're gonna busy ourselves doing business. Busy bees doing business. Being the bees. Yes, bees.
being bees business, yes. Yep, so we're needing this one ingredient. It's blood that lacks resonance.
Oh. 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 Trying to learn otherworldly disciplines, I see. I know people that can help you with that. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah? Turns to Cadmus.
We just want to buy blood that has exactly as Munchie said. We want to buy blood that has no resonance.
Yeah, just
Like you
procure
gotta-
the bag.
They'll try and talk circles around it. Trust me.
If you want resonances, I can provide resonances of different types, although it might cost you.
That's fine.
No, we
Um,
want specifically blood without any resonance.
Like emotionless, zero resonance at all.
The recipe also states that you need the other 4 humors.
I mean, if you can get those as well, we can do that. That makes life easier too. Or on life.
How do you know about the recipe?
He holds up the paper.
Oh. Carry on.
I approve now.
She was like, I will. He looks snappy.
I will murder
but
you
then
now.
I realize. Then she realizes that Canvas just gave the look like, oh, okay, never mind.
How
I
to
don't care.
decide if you like the guy or not?
I mean, she liked him enough to ask before she murdered him, so obviously that's high praise. at this
Fair
point.
enough. Fair enough. Wait. Is this all the ingredients you need?
Well, the ingredients we need from here, yes.
He looks at it and he takes a long moment. Just really look at the list itself. Oh. Where the blood thins, where the power is. Interesting. And he rips the paper up in his hands. I can provide all of it, all 5. I'm interested.
And what's the price for it, Michael?
What can you give me? I can provide all.
You need to tell us how much it costs. It's not how commerce works. You don't ask for an item and then they say, okay, how much money will you give me for it? And
Well, the
what is
reason
your
why I
charge?
ask is, if I ask of you 5 boons, I don't think you'll be very happy about that, will you?
No, but we can haggle down there. You've got to give us a baseline on where we're starting, though.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. But the paper said 3 minor boons. It's not for me. I simply transferred the boons over. Yes. I can do this.
I'm happy to agree.
But
So on my
Three-
behalf, not on the others.
3 minor boons, 1 for the each of us.
Yes. That would be sufficient. Yes. I'm sure she would appreciate that.
Fine by me.
He looks around as if he was looking for something. Who do we tell this to? Oh, right. Silly me. He pulls out a little flip phone as he dials a number. And then you see him have conversation with somebody on the phone. If you'd like to listen in, you can. But he turns away from the three of you.
I feel like I can
Hell
hear
yeah,
the
someone listen.
sparkles from here. I'm good.
No. Munchies would definitely try to listen in.
You catch the tail end of their conversation as you hear a woman from the other side tell him, "Make it worth her while," and hangs up. My boss has agreed. When do you need it?
As soon as possible.
Do you want it delivered to your house? Should we meet somewhere, or?
We can meet somewhere. Any specific place in mind?
I don't want to go back to the city, but I can have it sent over by a courier. I know a guy.
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay, yeah, just give me an address and I can pass it over.
Munchies will turn to Cadmus. We can't just give.
Yeah. Maybe
Um,
Jackie's?
Yeah, Jackie's.
Have it. Do you really want to get them involved in this?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's fine. She would give the address of a particular dock where her contact works and would say, just tell the courier it's for Auntie. Give it to there should be a lady there called Lexi. She works on the docks. Give it to her, say it's for Auntie. She'll get it to us.
Okay. Will do. The courier will do the couriering. The carrying? The courier ring. Yeah. The deliverer will deliver the delivery.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Thank you. And he awkwardly just looks at the three of you.
Cool. Auntie just turns to leave.
Munchies will actually say to him, if you still like to be a hero, just... Here's my number.
He takes it and he looks at it very, very awkwardly as well. Is this soliciting? I don't want to be a solicitor.
No. But give me a call if you ever want to talk about stuff, dreams, etc. I don't know. Let's go, Cadmus, before this whole thing.
Becomes awkward.
Yeah, it's already awkward.
Oh, we're already there.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of like
It is at this point
Tell-
you'll all realize that all the people here are looking at this little group of you having this conversation very strangely. Like, eyebrows raised, people kind of sighing, and like trying to avoid eye contact.
Yeah, if anyone like looks their way, Auntie's like, "What are you looking at? You want to fucking go?"
Hey, chill, lady.
Okay, everyone, back to your own business. Thank you.
Don't stick your nose in unless you want it to get broken.
What's wrong with that lady? What the hell?
Cadmus has no witty retorts. He's just sitting there like,
She kind of wiped up some testosterone or something. Oh gosh, they kind of mumbled to themselves.
Okay, let's keep moving before Auntie punches someone.
Okay.
I mean, we got everything we need now, but I kind of want to look into this living fire thing as well.
Oh yeah, the
we
living
need to-
fire. Wonder where we can procure that.
The similar, what old Daddy Warren was saying now about seeing the lizard walk around.
Was it in the what do you call it? Which hideout was it? The one that just burnt down?
Yeah, that one.
So we're heading back there?
We could, yeah.
Last
Poke around,
place I
see
saw
what we
it.
can find.
That's it.
Okay. As you guys make your way out of here after successfully purchasing a couple of things, you notice somebody walking in just as you guys come down the stairs. Tall, Caucasian man, slick back hair, leather jacket, intense features. Notice Mav. He looks at the three of you with furrowed eyebrows, and he just kind of shakes his head and makes his way to you. Thought the three of you were in hiding.
Yeah, we were forced to get out of hiding because of some events.
Had shit to buy.
Well, you guys okay? You guys doing good?
Fabulous.
He looks at you strangely, Auntie, like he's concerned.
I think he would notice, at least from the one of the first conversations they had was about like making sure that there's always somewhere for everyone to feel safe, and this kind of almost like connected moment. And I think as he looks at her now, we see a lot of the warmness that she normally exudes is gone. She's just a cold kind of sarcasm.
A lot of things. No, a lot of things have happened, Mav.
Yeah, this is a new news. Don't really fully trust Mav anymore. I mean, what do we? He doesn't. Obviously, I'm not saying this. He can't just say it straight. He said, "Mav, I don't trust you anymore."
Excuse
Seems
me?
sus. But it's been a very busy few nights. We're getting through them as best we can.
Right. Well, heard a couple peeps took out a S16.
Yeah, weird. I heard someone killed some dickhead called Gabriel. Pretty sure he deserved it though.
Yeah, he definitely deserved it. What a dickhead.
But it definitely wasn't us.
No, it wasn't me or like anybody else, right?
He just squints his eyes. I don't know what you guys are playing at, but I'm glad you guys are doing okay.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Hope you're doing well.
Keep that book safe, Cadmus.
I will. It will. Yeah. I will.
Hey, Mag. Like pulling him to like a more private corner, just like grabbing him and pulling. I have like a really I have this question. Have you ever heard of the Sunburners?
Shit. You're in trouble with them?
They're after the book, so.
They're a group of thin bloods. Nothing good ever comes across my news with them. I believe some sort of thing of the sun or some shit like that. I mean, they're thin bloods, but they're stupid enough to walk in the sunlight, like in full sunlight, like, clothes off and everything. Bear their scars and sunburns like a medal. In reality, they just mutilate their bodies for what? Never really understood religion either, so maybe that's why I don't have a like for them.
You almost joined that canvas. Oh my god.
Excuse me?
But they were doing a recruitment drive, and they asked if I'd want to join. And I said I'd think about it. Usually fun's the best thing to say to people.
Let's just say you dodged the bullet there. One more thing about them. I don't know if you guys are aware of the Sabbat. Another sect apart from the Camarilla and the Anarchs. Religious fanatics themselves believes that good old Daddy Cain will come back one day and, well, save us all. Bullshit, if you ask me. Sunburners belong to that sect.
Okay, so
Makes
delusional group, part of another delusional group. Okay.
Good auntie. Never mean mugged anyone like that before. At least when I was around.
I'm doing great.
He folds his arms.
Auntie folds her arms in a my arms are bigger than yours. Like, what's your point?
He holds his tongue. You can clearly tell he wants to say something. But he looks at Cadmus and Munchies first. He just shakes his head. Well, whatever you guys are doing. Good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll catch you up once everything's over.
Sure. Says as he walks up the stairs.
What's a Sabbat? Like just
It's a holiday, I think.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Some
But
crazy
like,
religious people, apparently.
oh,
A religious holiday?
there's. Do they specifically meet
sense.
up on a... Oh, okay.
I mean, they
yeah.
said about. He said Daddy Cain. Isn't Cain from the Bible?
I thought it's like, how do you
So-
even... What Bible?
It could also be used as a not a euphemism, but like a synonymous with like a walking stick.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The Daddy Cain. And I'm like, is somebody
Hmm.
named like...
The stick that he used to walk. The Daddy Cain.
Now I'm just imagining this person, maybe like a person just holding a cane walking around. That's why he's nicknamed as Daddy Cain.
Yeah, Daddy Cain. Or
Or maybe
it
he's
passes
like
from
a
father to
daddy
son.
and he has a cane. And he some people are into that.
He's a father with a walking stick.
No, as in he's like.
You hear one guy
No.
passing by overhearing this conversation. Walk out on me.
Dad, is that you? Someone behind him.
I mean, like a guy who's like a daddy that has a cane, likes whips people and shit. Some people are into that.
Okay, let's have
So-
this conversation while we're
Like,
They
walking.
shouldn't be a
daddy
father. Like, if they're whipping people,
They're
then
not an
surely
actual
they're
father,
children.
Cadmus. It's like a dominant submissive type sexual relationship.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
Did someone say sex?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Alonso
yeah.
kind of says,
Makes
"Hey,
sense.
yo, what's up, girl?" No, but you guys make your way outside, and as you guys make your way back to the vehicle, you would notice that there is a bit of off to the side. I'm not gonna make you roll for this. Underneath a nearby tree, you can see that there's two people having conversation right now. You recognize one of them, especially you, Munchies, to be a tall, librarian-looking fellow. He wears glasses. Hair is like parted in the middle, and he's wearing like a vest on top of a button-up shirt with slacks on. Yeah, he's in conversation with. You can't tell. You don't know who this person is. They have long, flowing brown hair. They're very, very pretty. And they're dressed in like this summer dress, even though it's winter. It's autumn time right now. And it's like bright yellow, fluffy dress, and they're just having a conversation, friendly one, or maybe intense one. You can't really tell from this distance.
Do you guys want to like ask at least Ezekiel if he knows anything about living fire, or I mean, it's just over there.
Sure, if you want. Do you think he's gonna know something?
That I'm not sure. I mean, he's pretty
I'm just-
intellectual.
The only thing I would say is I wouldn't go around asking people unless we know that they, or at least have a hunch that they might know what we're talking about, because otherwise we're advertising a pretty dangerous shopping list to quite a lot of people, and word's going to get around as to why they want these ingredients. And then even if it's not S16, we're going to have some other full bloods, you know. We can ask him. I'm just saying maybe don't, or be aware that every person we ask is then someone who potentially knows that, you know, vampires gossip.
Yes, but vampires also love their secrets. I understand
Vampires
the
also
caution.
love selling their secrets.
I understand the caution, but it's fine. We don't have to ask. I'm just saying that we're already in deep fucking shit. We can't get deeper than that.
You'd be surprised.
I think like we've already given our blood to a Tremere, which has from
Yeah,
my
that's already the
understanding,
worst
people have
thing.
sold to. Yeah, we've already crossed off one of the dumbest things we can do. So at this point, we may as well just go all in. But I also
And
don't
we
speak
owe
for
like
anyone
what,
else, so-
3 minor boons to a random person from.
I mean, a mine's a boon is, you know, as far as I know, it's not a massive deal. But look, I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm just throwing it out there. Do what you want.
That's fair. It's good to be conscious of it. I agree with both of you, which never happens.
No, Cadmus, you're the one making this. You decide. I'm just suggesting. I'd rather not go
well,
back
we've-
to the scene of the crime, so
Yeah.
to speak. Because some of those sunburners might still be there, or Rick has probably taken over the spot. I don't know. And I'd rather not deal with Rick any longer than we've already
I was
done.
going to say, I think I would be tempted to go back there. We've got the Human Torch over here, or the future Human Torch, and you and I can. I'm more than happy to brew up a little bit of Blacklight surprise. I don't think, especially like if the Sunburners are one thing, but like if Rick and his crew are there, I don't think it'd take us very much to get through to them. And I'd love to see Rick's face as it melted.
Yes,
But that's
but
a
if
me
we're
thing.
heading there, we're heading straight there after this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right. You know, I think that, like, I agree with you. I think that the list's already going to be out in the open. People are going to be talking about it. That doesn't mean we don't tell everybody, but I think talking to this person can't hurt that much. It can't increase the amount of damage we've already done. So I think we should go chat to them.
We've already shown the full list to 2 people who seems to be.
Yeah. Yeah, people will know, and that's fun. There's probably been about 10 of those really ugly ones that are invisible all the time that have sifted through our bags. Cav's like, look behind him.
Okay, so you guys talk to Ezekiel first before leaving.
Yeah.
Okay, you walk up to him and you can see that the person he's in conversation with just smiles politely at the 3 of you before she takes her leave. There's something about her though that drives you a little. What's the right word here? She captures your attention quite a bit. Like, she walks with finesse and beauty, and there is her scent. That lavender scent is just very, very pleasant to be around. But she leaves, and that scent fades before Ezekiel turns to 3 of you. Good evening.
Good evening. We're here for business, not for pleasure.
Thank you for answering the question I did not ask.
Oh. That's okay. You're welcome.
Here's my query: do you require anything from my collection?
Well, we're looking for a specific one, but I'm not sure if you actually have it in your collection. It's living fire.
Is that a metaphorical, or is that physical?
It's a physical one.
You see him thinking to himself. Takes a few moments to decipher what living fire is. Do you mean a person set on fire?
Cadmus?
Yeah. Cav is just like looking at him, just trying to see if he's actually like deliberately being obtuse or not. Like, we're looking for sentient fire. Fire that it itself is alive and aware and thinking. If you have access or know of it, be able to point us in that area. If not, that's fine.
I've heard of actual sentient flames. A creature that's been experimented upon many times in the word worker scene. A fire salamander. Quite a
We came
rare
to similar conclusion.
specimen. To procure one
Mm-hmm.
will be of the most difficult task. Why do you require such a creature? May I suggest something else?
No. Unless it fits the category of sentient living fire.
You see the slightest malicious smirk come across his face, but that wipes away quickly as he looks at TP. You will not find it here, boy. You're the thin bloods usually procure them.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much for your time, and you have a good evening.
Furrows his brows, watching the three of you unblinkingly. There's something that resonates with you, Auntie P. The way that he presents himself, the way his carelessness is, the way that he's devoid of any feelings, much like yourself at this point. He's cold, calculating. The three of you make your way out of here, the car, and where do you go off to?
Going to the place that we were previous nights that is hopefully no longer on fire.
The industrial building?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, drive all the way back to Gary, Indiana. You guys were just here a couple nights ago. It's funny that you guys have been here a couple of times, but it's never been a good time. It's never been a great party whenever you go here. Bad things always happen. And you get this feeling immediately the moment you leave Chicago. You make that 2-hour drive to Gary and come across industrial buildings. Once again, it's a rusted jungle. And eventually you make it back to that particular industrial building. Except it's no longer a building right now. It is just it's whatever it is, it's just a shell. You can see that around the corner, the walls are fucked. Like it's all fallen over. The ceiling has all come crashing down, and there is just debris there. And whatever is not burnt, it is just stone and rocks and some metals that have scorch marks on them. It is a shit show, much like how you left it before.
Okay, let's go through, pick through the rubble, see what we can find, kill anything that's still moving.
It's a good plan. I like it.
Okay. I need the three of you to make a wits and investigation check here. Okay. 3 for Auntie, 4 for Cadmus, and 2 for Munchies. Sure. The three of you spend the majority of the night digging through the rubble here, getting your hands dirty. Munchies, you might break a nail or two, but that's okay.
Or munchies.
You get super hungry while you're doing this, by the way. I don't know if Auntie has made some snacks for you given her new humanity.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to have any. She didn't bother to make snacks.
But you guys pick through the rocks and debris, but eventually you find where the entrance to the basement was, where you walked down before Auntie P, and you make your way down there. It doesn't smell like it smelled the other night. It smells like ashes down here. It smells dry. As you push past the boulders and the debris and whatnot, the basement full of corpses before it's just charred. charred bodies, charred corpses. What if there's any corpse left, it's just done. Just blackened forms of residue of human beings. However, if you look towards the left, there is a door that's seemingly kind of open. And inside there, you see this bright orange light that's flickering inside, like a candle in the darkness. You make your way in?
Yep.
Okay. And as you do, turn the corner, and you see in this little metal cage, there is a creature that seemingly looks like a salamander. Its body made out of feathery flames that lick the sides of the case itself. It is extremely hot in this room. You can see that the chemistry. This used to be a chemistry place because you can see that the laboratory is kind of there's equipment there, but it's all kind of burnt to a crisp or like reduced to ashes. And this creature kind of breathes actual fire when it's kind of weird, but it actually is made out of fire. My question to the three of you is, how do you transport this creature out of here?
Is it in a cage?
Lift the
How-
cage.
No,
How heavy does it look?
hold on. Let's let's put like cloth over it or something.
I think
we
we'd
don't
kill it
burn our
because
hands.
it needs oxygen.
No, I meant not the
Yeah.
the thing, but the cage. Like, you can
Oh.
breathe through. Just so we don't burn our hands on the cage when we. Pretty sure that's gonna be a very hot cage.
So you put like a cloth over it.
Just where you're handling it.
Wouldn't the cloth immediately set fire?
No, I
Uh.
meant like put it where you're like put the cloth over where you're handling it. Because the metal bars on that cage is gonna be 100% burning.
Okay. As you go closer and closer to it, you feel that heat in the air, and you can see clearly at its core this plasma like orb that's there, and it's kind of magical and captivating if you look at it, but that those flames are dangerous, and they sort of spread across wherever it breathes. You might want to think twice about putting or getting near it, rather.
Why don't I just drink the thing? I get fire resistance, right? And then I can just carry it.
Yeah, that's true. Just go in there, WrestleMania it down, carry it
I mean,
on.
it's in the cage. I can just pick up the cage. If I'm fire resistant, then I'm good.
How are we transporting this extremely fiery thing?
The cage itself.
Yeah, but when we put it in the car, isn't the car going to just...
I guess we'll see what sort of heat's coming out from there, but
Okay.
surely there would be something here. we
And
can
Auntie's
transport
gonna
it
be
in.
on fire the whole way home, so... so the car is gonna be scorched and we'll be near Auntie who is on fire while we drive. Unless we put Auntie to sit at the back with the trunk open, just sitting there. But we might get pulled over. I don't know how to explain this. Imagine driving around, you look to your right and you see a car and this person burning while holding a cage sitting at the trunk of the car.
I don't think you want to drive a car and see this coterie. Like, you look at the car, Cadmus will stick his head and be like, "Don't worry, it's not real, it's science." Munch just be like, "Cadmus, get back inside." And Auntie, depending on what stage of the chronicle Auntie's in, either will be like, "Oh, there, don't worry about it, sweetie," or as an alternative, they'll be like, "If you say anything, I'll fucking murder your family." We're not a safe coterie to be around. Yeah, let's just try Auntie wrestling it and see how we go.
Yeah, Auntie's just gonna
And I
drink
also-
the fire
Yes!
and
Cadmus
resistance.
has wanted to see this for so
Oh
long.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
It's gonna look.
god.
Flame on! Yes.
Okay. Interesting. drink formula. You take, you feel your whole body shift in this moment. The internal feeling of everything is strange. It's cold all of a sudden, Auntie. Instead of feeling like you're on fire, you feel like there's ice in your veins. You're cold-blooded at the moment. It's chilly. But to the two of you, Cadmus and Munchie, she literally begins burning up. Like her skin is starting to catch on fire. And
You guys cold? I'm chilly.
Uh,
Picks up the salamander while on fire.
You said chili. Do you mean chili with an I, like CHILI?
No, I
'Cause
mean
could understand
chilly
that. There
as
was a
in
component.
like Y, as in cold. I feel cold. Weirdly.
oh, because she's hotter than the current temperature of the room.
It's a fire salamander.
Holding the fire salamander up.
Okay, Auntie, do you pick up the cage or do you just pick up the salamander itself?
Hey, buddy. No, I pick up the cage.
Okay.
We're not naming the salamander.
The cage starts, I guess, it's metal. It doesn't set on fire, but it becomes superheated at this point as you're lifting it. You're on fire, and inside of it is on fire as well. The salamander kind of rattles the cage a little bit, jumping left and right, trying to breathe fire. But you're resistant to the heat and the flames, Auntie P. And you are not hurt by this at all.
Yeah.
So,
I can't believe I cooked this so well. Like I was just watching, just like, and like just the whole thing. Like I didn't know I could do this.
I didn't
I
know you
Auntie
could do
could do
that
this.
either. What?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Spontaneous human combustion is apparently a real thing.
Mm.
you guys can hear the salamander biting and snapping at you all as the fires don't seem to be working, and it tries to
Oi.
reach for Auntie.
Calm down in there.
It's sentient, right? Cadmus?
Yeah, it's Auntie.
No, I meant like the I meant the creature. So it has intelligence,
Oh yeah, no,
right?
it's a living thing.
It's intelligence enough to understand us.
I don't know if I can speak or not, but
It
like
hisses,
it's aware.
actually.
If it hisses, Auntie will try and boop it on the snoot.
You feel its tongue kind of lash out at you, but you're not hurt by it. So, as the coterie has now found a new pet, and I don't know how you guys are going to transport
Oh
it
my
back to the
God.
haven.
Yeah, in a very, very Masquerade breachy fashion.
Oh, we're going to go ahead and end it here, as these guys need to figure that out. Let's go
Yeah.
around the table here after this very actually relaxed session. No big things happening. Nothing, on fire. Well, actually, Auntie's on fire, and Salamander's on fire. But yeah,
Fighting spicy Godzilla.
It's
We
so
thank you
cute.
guys. We thank you guys so much for watching tonight's episode. My name is Lou, and I've been the storyteller for this evening.
My name is Joel, and I'm playing Cadmus, and I'm just watching everything and going like, "Yep, I did this. Me, I did nothing."
I'm Haley. I've been playing Auntie P, who is quite literally on fire.
And I'm Rena. I've been playing as the Munchies, and I'm definitely going to feed that cute little salamander like tiny cubes of meat. Just toss it into the cage. It's like, it's so cute. It's a literal dragon. No, not literally, but it's a dragon anyway. Spitting fire and shit.
It's an elemental.
It's still so cute.
He
Okay.
still needs snackies.
Yeah, he's still. Come on. We have to name him next episode. But yes, with that, we will see you
Call him
next
Dragon.
episode.
Call him Dragon.
He's gonna get pissed off.
Dragon these.
Oh, got him. Terrific. Master plan.
We're 12.
Yes. Thank you for pointing that out. With that, we're gonna end this session. Yeah. See you next episode.
Adamu.
Bye, Cadamus.
You